Angus, the superhero ferret, adventures from Sunset Down Farm. A friend comes to visit. Welcome to Sunset Down Farm, where Angus the superhero ferret lives with his friends. A friend comes to visit. The morning began like most mornings at Sunset Down Farm. Cold air, quiet fields, and Angus the ferret waiting by the gate. He wasn't waiting for breakfast, he was waiting for Jasmine. She will be here soon, Angus muttered to himself as he began to pace nervously. Oh, where is she? Angus whispered to himself. Then he saw her, walking happily towards him, her eyes as sparkly as he remembered them. Angus was thrilled to see her. Jasmine Polinsky, he said, and rushed up to greet her. Jasmine looked swish in her pretty pink bow. Angus, still the superhero ferret of Sunset Down Farm then, and giggled softly. And you are still a leader of fashion for the discerning polecat, I see, he replied as he eyed her pink bow. The friends walked and talked for ages, catching up on each other's news. Do you remember the ferret shows where we first met, Jasmine? Asked Angus. She looked at him and smiled. Of course, you did tunnel races. You were fast too. Angus was thrilled she had remembered, and you always won the first place for prettiest polecat. You did a fashion shoot too, didn't you? Angus nodded. Jasmine modestly replied, Oh well, I have done a few actually. Just then, Inky the crow swooped down and cawed loudly. So this is the famous girlfriend then? Angus blushed a lot and said, This is my friend Jasmine Polinsky. She's just visiting, he muttered. That's a posh name for a polecat, Inky cawed playfully. Meanwhile, Doris waited at the barn for Angus to appear for their daily walk, but he was late, very late. Well, she isn't just any polecat, Inky, said Angus as he and Jasmine continued to walk, talk and lose track of time. Inky returned to the barn and saw Doris waiting patiently outside. Have you seen Angus? She asked the happy crow. Inky cackled. Yes, he is with his girlfriend, she said mischievously. Girlfriend? Asked Doris, looking confused. Inky cackled. Yes, his famous girlfriend, she said mischievously. Famous? Doris barked. Inky was enjoying stirring things, so she added, Yes, her name's Jasmine, and she is a well-known fashion polecat. Doris looked a little sad. I was waiting to go for our walk, but I guess he is too busy today then, she said quietly. Yes, he is far too busy walking with her, Inky cackled. "Oh," said Doris. "Guess I will return to the farmhouse then." Doris sat by the window and wondered if they would go for their usual walk, but as time passed, she started to give up hope. The friends talked and Angus was having such a good time. Then Inky came into view, squawking loudly. "Doris isn't happy with you," she cackled. "Doris? Oh no, Doris," said Angus as he realised the time. Jasmine looked at them both. "I haven't been in the way, have I?" "Not at all, Jasmine," replied Angus. Inky cackled. "Well, you are late for your daily walk, Angus. She has been waiting for you." Angus and Jasmine made their way to the farmhouse, where he knew Doris would be waiting, and peered through the window at her. "Doris, I am so sorry. I lost track of time because my friend is here," he explained sheepishly. Doris looked sad. "That's okay. You're busy," she said sorrowfully, trying not to look disappointed. "I would love you to meet her," he suggested softly. "She's into fashion like you," he said warmly. "Fashion? I like fashion," Doris replied. "I know you do. Come on, come and meet her, and we can all walk together," said Angus. Doris joined them outside, wondering if Jasmine may be a bit snooty, but when she saw her sweet face and pretty pink bow, she instantly liked her. "Doris, this is Jasmine Polinsky, a dear friend of mine." "Jasmine, this is Doris, another dear friend of mine," Angus smiled. "Pleased to meet you," Doris said cautiously. "Great to meet you too. Angus has told me all about you," Jasmine beamed. "He has?" asked Doris with surprise. "Oh yes, he has talked a lot about you, all good things," Jasmine assured gently. "I like your bow," said Doris with a hint of envy. "Thanks, I got it from a fashion show," Jasmine smiled. Doris suddenly felt a little plain compared to the worldly polecat visitor. Angus saw Doris's face and added, "Doris likes fashion things. She has some lovely coats, don't you, Doris?" Jasmine smiled. "I would like to see them sometime, if you'd like to show me." Doris smiled and nodded. "Oh yes, I'd love to." "Let's take that walk then, Doris," said Angus, who was thrilled his old friend was getting along so well with his new friend. Together they walked the frosted paths, showing Jasmine all the interesting parts of the farm. The three friends got back to the barn where Inky was waiting. "You remembered Doris then?" "Yes, thank you, Inky." Angus smiled at the cheeky crow. Doris started to show Jasmine her fashionable coats, while Jasmine watched and cooed at how good they looked. Angus was pleased his pals were getting along and said, "Jasmine, show Doris your magazine cover." "Oh yes, please, I'd love to see it," said Doris. Doris was in awe and couldn't hide her slight envy at how fashionable this polecat was. "You are sweet, Doris," Jasmine smiled. "I have a gift for you," she added. "For me?" Doris asked with surprise. Jasmine tied her pretty pink bow round Doris's neck. "This suits you and will go wonderfully with your other outfits." "Ooh, I love it. Thank you, Jasmine," beamed Doris happily. "I have something for you too. I think it would look better on you," she added. Doris slipped a sparkling collar onto Jasmine's neck. "Oh, it looks wonderful," Doris cooed sweetly. Jasmine and Doris smiled happily as they showed Angus how good they looked in their new accessories. Angus grinned and said, "You two look fabulous." The girls grinned and knew they were now firm friends. "Will you come and see us again, Jasmine?" asked Doris. Angus looked on nervously. "Definitely," replied Jasmine with a big smile. Angus blushed again. Inky squawked, "He's blushing again," and they all smiled at Angus being just a little bashful. "I had better get going," Jasmine said as Angus walked her to the gate. "It's been so good to see you again, Miss Jasmine Polinsky," Angus whispered. "You too, Mr. Angus, the superhero ferret," and they nudged noses with fondness. Doris and Inky watched as Angus walked Jasmine into the night and noticed how he didn't turn to return to the barn until he could not see her any more. Doris and Inky had enjoyed meeting Jasmine, but saw that Angus was a little sad she had gone. "She will come back soon," said Doris softly. "I hope so," Angus replied as Inky chipped in. "Until then, you always have us." And with that, she dropped her favourite spoon at his feet to cheer him up, and he giggled. Angus was sorry to see Jasmine go so soon, but he had really enjoyed her visit and catching up with such a dear friend. He yawned and knew it was time for bed. Good night from Sunset Down Farm. Good night, Angus. Good night, everyone.